We are going to do number 6's story arc here. Number 6 speaks. His voice has a sort of echo to it, as if it's reverberating against something. Hello, Tabez. I am number 6. Vanguard isn't too pleased with your little actions as a villain, I have to say. Honestly, a little nervous talking to you, hence why the pixels that make up my body are kinda sorta flying all over the place. We're in a situation where we need someone as powerful as you. Okay, you know, hey, stroke the ego. That's the way to go. We need your help with an evacuation of the last bastion of civilization, Praetoria. This was a place that several rogue IDF troops set up to be an outpost for Emperor Cole. The outpost was quite impressive, really. They had sonic fences to keep the Hamadon back, along with turret schematic stolen from Lambda sector serve as their defense. Civilization is falling, however. It's going to be the last outpost in Praetoria, but I don't think it's possible for us to recover it. We need your help with the final evacuation. Okay. Huh? You don't want to evacuate? You want to save this place? That's crazy. Why you have to be a superpowered incarnate to begin to think that's feasible. Okay, so maybe it's possible. Okay. Think, Orts. There's got to be a way to make this work. Well, okay, the situation we have right now, the Seed of Hamadon making its way to a codename Last Bastion. The Lambda turrets have all stopped working along with the sonic fences. The entire place is crawling with devouring Earth. Vanguard and, well, good IDF are doing their best to rescue remaining civilians and get them out using our new Portal Corp tech, courtesy of Emil Christie. I have an idea. I think we know how we could pull this off. Do you know how Emperor Cole is able to give his Praetors greater powers? What if, and this is big if, you were able to do that with the Lambda turrets? Maybe you could use your incarnate powers to really reboot them with incarnate energy. Ooh. It's possible the turrets firing energy of that magnitude will propel something as massive as the Seed of Hamadon, because if we Frank Tabez, if the seed makes it there, the place is doomed and we'll need to close the portal ASAP. I would suggest that's your main goal after you secure the area. Serpent Drummer is leading the evacuation, so I'll talk to him once you're through. Good luck. So number 6's arc takes place in the immediate Praetoria aftermath. And the whole point of his arc is to set up the whole we're fighting back against Seed of Hamadon. Let's actually clear out our inventory here a little bit before we get going. Alright, later on, we're going to need some break freeze. So we'll just go ahead and buy some right here. Yep, that's plenty. So let's go to Last Bastion now. Let's save the day. What do you guys say? You like saving the day? I like saving the day. If you don't like saving the day, I don't know what to say to you. You should probably go save the day. We could probably run a lot quicker if I had just, turned my toggles on, couldn't we? Let's toggle up before we go in the door. I wish personal missions didn't detoggle you, or the toggles would at least come back on when you got out. Rejected out of the smaller, sleeker portal in what remains of the area known as the Last Bastion. Really, that doesn't look like I guess it's a little smaller, isn't it? Tabez, Dr. Ort said you would be coming here to help with an evacuation. Received an odd message, however, that you intend to try to save this place and have given up Hamadon. That's admirable. I'd help you, but I'm unfortunately spent. Done everything I can to protect the last refugees that are here. We have Vanguard engineers that are out missing in the field, along with civilians trapped in those crumbling buildings. We can't get them out with the devouring Earth around here, however. We need the Vanguard engineers back here to power up the portal. It'll take forever to evacuate everyone one by one. Well, I guess that's if we are going to evacuate. Vanguard and the IDF can recover the civilians trapped in the buildings once the numbers of devouring Earth are thinned. See the ground starting to rumble somewhat. The devouring Earth are moving in on the portal. Oh no! Hark thou! That's right, I said hark thou. Freaking swarm everywhere. I really like this dude's task force, by the way. Or his story arc. I think this is really fantastically well done. The missions are well constructed. The story is fun. It feels like you're actually doing something. Like you're doing a little bit of the acting and not just the reacting, if you know what I mean. Because so often in this game, it feels like you're reacting to other people. In this case, I like that whole thing we just did with Pendragon, right? Like that, even though we were affirmatively going out and doing stuff, we were still mostly reacting to what other people were doing. But now we're here, and we're forcing other people to react to what we're doing. Excuse me. Oh, get out of here, Swarm. The Swarm is surprisingly tricksy. Because if several of them stack up, that's a big minus recharge penalty for you. So while they're not that dangerous on their own, man, when they get their friends going, they become a lot more dangerous. Okay, we got to beat up 5 more random dudes. I was a little concerned about why you're here, but thank you for the assistance. You know, Vanguard, I helped save the world from the Rikti, and you're worried about me being here? Come on. As far as I know, I'm a Vanguard member in good standing. Let's just explode. Power up the turrets. Okay. I've had enemies spawn inside this glowy before. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit hard to actually click on it because they'll attack you from inside, but you can't target them. Let's go speak with Serpent Drummer. Our Taba's Vanguard Ninjas were able to get the Lambda turrets back online. They're reporting huge spikes in their energy after your infusion. See the Hamadon is coming in fast. Are you ready to face it down? I am. Let's go. And now here we are. Visual into the seed. It's too far for the turrets. This world has been scarred enough by the sin of humans. Emperor Cole had one chance, and he wasted it. Fire! I don't know what they're shooting at, man. They're just like shooting the moon, I guess. We just killed a seed of Hamadon. I feel pretty accomplished. I'm ready to call it a day. Let's go home, everybody. Alright, contact. Talk about your last minute saves, Tabez. We've got several super strength heroes on the scene now. Now to position the powered up lambda turrets around the area. Stormtroopers set up a base inside the main building, the last bastion. That's where all the civilians are currently staying. Not out of the woods yet. However, while technically you're about to go into the woods, let me explain. Civilization is safe for now, but the Hamadon can easily still take it over. You have to continue your work with number 6 before this is all complete. You've already made an impression on the survivors by stopping Hamadon. It's time to push forward and seal the image of you as an almighty figure of power. The IDF managed to build and power up the previous sonic fences in the area thanks to a facility nearby. Right now, those sonic fences are down and missing crucial parts. I analyzed the data, and even your incarnate powers could reboot them. It's like trying to use your power to make a car work when there's no engine for the car to actually use. You saving the last bastion won't mean much if we can't get the fences up and running. Hamadon forces are vast, and you can't be in this place all the time to fight them off. You get the supplies from the facility nearby to rebuild the sonic fences and activate them, okay? Sort of, kind of, well, really, here's the problem. The facility is in the Hamadon's forest. There's all sorts of things crawling around in there, and it's not just Hamadon. Scouts reported seeing spirit stalkers there. Now, Shadowhunter was the head of that pack. He's been taken over by Hamadon? I don't know. What we'll have to do is try to thin the numbers of the spirit stalkers devouring Earth there and get a beacon to locate where the facility is. You don't need to track down Shadowhunter if he's there, but if he's not taken down, he could cause more harm in the future also. There's some IDF generals who went out to find the warehouse, and in return, the force is amazed, so I wouldn't recommend trying to find them, but if you did find them, they could potentially help the defense. Be careful. Okay? Let's go do all the optional objectives he just told us about. Okay, so we start by punching these guys. And you're like, what on earth is this, right? This looks terrifying. And it's a crazy map. It's all forest. We can't go above. It's like we're trapped in Perez Park. Or, you know, it's just a normal map with tunnels. We just can't see the map on the mini-map. Go. This guy already popping out swarms, man. We can still do this. We can still win this war. I don't know which war he's fighting, but you know what? A guy in a cool suit of armor with guns? I want him on my side. Thought I hit the button. There we go. And we'll just keep veering off the main track like this so that we can rescue these dudes. Found the others? Not yet, bro. Well, I found one other. Not the plural. Others. We're working on it. We are working on it. We're trying to help everybody out. Why? Probably because I'm getting paid. I better be getting paid. If I'm not getting paid, we're gonna have a problem here. I just see it. I walk in the Vanguard base. Lady Grey's like, somebody get the checkbook. Somebody get the checkbook out. We need to cut another $1 million check to Tabez. Look, Lady Grey's got to know my rates, alright? We've been doing this how long? Probably costs like $1 million a day. Oh, hey guys! Not every day they shatter like that. Okay, a couple more Spirit Stalkers are needed here. Darkness will sustain us. I have ascended. I become something greater. I become the ape, the alpha predator, and you are the prey. That's nice. Got his ambushes. Okay, here's the next ones. Okay, rescue the last general. It's going to bounce past all the stuff we don't need to fight anymore. Just ended. The Praetoria I know is gone thanks to you, monster. With this, you cannot stop Hamadan's future. Maybe not, but I'm going to try. Okay. I thought it was all lost. Maybe we have a chance still. If not, keep fighting anyway. All you're left with is your hate and your individuality. You're still human. It's all that matters. Yeah, we go out this way. And there is the tracking beacon we were looking for. Dude is forming a 10-pack. Let me see if he's still got a room. Is that spot still open? Just saw the message. Alright. Let's see if he's got a spot. If not, we'll just keep doing what we're doing here. Tabez Vanguard is sending in a crew as we speak to recover the sonic defense technology, bring back the last bastion. Moving quick, of course. There's only so long the Hamadan's force will actually be safe. We received word that there was a huge explosion over what's left of Neutropolis. Looks like Animatus reactors all went off. It was massive. That put a huge dent in the Hamadan, or at least I hope it does. Meantime, we should take advantage of this, and we've got a problem, Tabez. I don't think it should surprise you at this point. I haven't gotten an answer from that guy. Let me do who all. Is he still in the zone? He is not still in the zone. Alright, so they have launched. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to pause for just a second here and get a drink. Where's the pause? Yeah, there's BRB. Okay. Let's get back to this. Vanguard team is pulled out of the warehouse. They say there's too many devouring earth in there. It looks like the Hamadan knows how important this place is. They'll support something odd, which is the signature of another superpowered individual in there. This person might be with the Hamadan, or they might be some poor soul that's trapped down there. I hate to ask more of you, but I gotta go in and deal with it. I understand, dude. Wait, did you really? I hope not. Never liked mind readers. I don't like mind readers, but well, you get what I'm trying to say. If you recover the sonic fence equipment, the Vanguard think outside the warehouse, or Vanguard truck outside the warehouse, bring it back and some all at last bastion. Also try to investigate what the power signature is down there. It could be another ally we could use, or it could be another super Hamadon's infested, which means that we'll have to take down another agent Hamadon. Good news, right? Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to try to use my abilities to scan the area near last batch for any large gatherings of Valiant Earth. The attack that you stopped came from underground nearby. I think we can make things safer if we can take more of the fight to the creature. You're dropped off by a Vanguard caravan, which is now waiting outside the warehouse. Alright, well, let's go. We need to click glowies. And if necessary, we'll also, fight people. Sorry, these guys, they annoyed me. They shot me. So, they had to go. They had to leave. I go downstairs. We need to get more pieces of sonic fences, and that's okay. Is there a sonic fence piece back here? There sure is. Let's push the buttons. Oh, look at a little homie here. Goodbye, little homie. Boom. Alright. This area is clear. See no glowies back there. Well, we could be in the side room. It was in the side room. Y'all could have let me click that before you got all grumpy lumpy at me. What even hit me there? Maybe this guy's spin kicking hit me, I don't know. There he is. It's our old friend and enemy, Reese. Although not being a Praetorian, we haven't really encountered Reese that much. I like the effect with the very obvious spore things in the air. If there were still an active City Heroes, whatever, a crossover with Plague Incorporated or the Hamadon Plague would have been a no-brainer. What is someone else doing down here? Must be Tabez. I've heard about you. Kind of hard not to when you've been thrown around that power. Name's Reese. I used to be a top dog in Praetoria. Doesn't matter much, though, since there's nothing much left of the place. But the cities in Praetoria were nuked by coal. Good riddance, I say. The place was too small time. I was trying to help out these people in Last Bastion, anyway. You should probably have some questions about things, don't you? Why are you here? I've been roaming the world trying to fight off the Hamadon. Figured going up against the thing was true top dog material, not like the amateurs that were running around like chickens with their heads cut off in Praetoria. Heard over some transmissions about Last Bastion, figured I'd try to find the sonic fence find the sonic fence facility myself and recover it. You? Okay, well, let's just say there were more devouring Earth here than I thought. We can talk about this all day, or you can help me get out of here. Alright, you're with me. Good on you. I'll see you at Last Bastion. Tiddly-doo, tiddly-doo, tiddly-doo. Alright. Number 6. Vanguard and the IDF are working on getting the sonic fence up as we speak. Vanguard have been fighting off the occasional attack by the devouring Earth. Serpdrummer is concerned, though, that the Hamadon is merely toying with us, making us think that we have the upper hand. I hope he's wrong, but, well, he's usually right. I have my doubts about how good an idea this was, especially with the latest order handed down directly from Lady Grey. She says that if the situation gets to a point where the civilization is going to fall, I need to shut off the portal to Praetoria. No one left there will be considered killed in action. Pretty bad, right? I mean, why do I have to do that? I never signed up for this. Things were so much simpler when I was just executable number 6 on the tech sphere, helping out that woman in the computer. You ignore the ramblings of number 6. The sonic fences should be up and running soon. The Hamadon, however, can still make an attack. The Vanguard seem to think you're doing this for altruistic reasons, which is quite good for you. They'll never see what's coming until it's too late. Sorry, Tabez, I went to a weird place there. We need to focus, right? So, here's the deal. It's going to take a while to get the sonic fence up to snuff. In the meantime, I managed to locate a huge underground area where varying Earth's forces are located. Not just that, but I even located, get this, an Avatar Hamadon. Crazy, right? Where were you there when the first Avatar was found? It was terrifying from what I heard. Luckily for us, that one was actually a bit of an anomaly. Been there for a very long time. Your average Avatar isn't as strong as that, well, we hope. At least the one I found isn't that bad. Precisely, the devouring Earth tend to flock around these avatars. They're leader figures in a sense. Plus, well, to be honest, we kind of need to focus on Hamadon's attention away from Last Bastion. So we do this is throw a buffed up incarnate like you straight at one of its prized possessions. Sorry that I'm asking you to do such a dangerous thing, but well, it kind of comes with the territory. Make sure you're prepared, okay? Avatar's no joke, so if you're going against it, you need to bring all the firepower you can muster. In the meantime, I'm going to investigate some odd readings I'm getting from Antimatter Space Station. I don't know what it could be, but someone turned something on in there. It could be him. Probably not. Here we are in the tunnels. Oh, come on, just let me collect the glowy. Let's see if we can pull some stuff around the side over here. No glowy for me, I know. That's what it feels like. Sometimes you go to save the world and you end up in an episode of Seinfeld. What's up, Ninja Weasel? Okay, spore pods destroyed. Are you part of the spawn we need to fight over here? I have no idea. We're gonna beat you up anyway. Are you part of a spawn I had to fight? We don't even know. We don't know. The answer is no. We didn't need to fight him. You need to fight this guy. Look at him. Hey, there's another big guy. Let's take him on. Let's explode. You should always explode whenever the game gives you the chance. We gotta find 2 more Hamadon seeds, it looks like. If I was a Hamadon seed, I would have been like right there. So clearly I am not a Hamadon seed. Just bring them all down here. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go back and get your Emanator. There's a badge for these. Somewhere, anyway. Deeper into the tunnels! There you go. 2 more Emanators. It's not that many. Oh man. What a nerd. Look at this guy. This is the Hamadon? Like, no wonder he hates everybody. Hello, Tabez. I believe it's time you and I talk. I'm the Hamadon. I've taken this form to interact with you. The heart of man is evil, Tabez. At its core, humans are creatures who cannot help but descend into evil, to destruction. I've seen it. I once was like that. Till I ascended, I became something more. You are here now, trying to stop me, trying to stop the good from remaking the world. Taking it back, you are fully aware of what humanity has done to the planet. This gift they have. It is ignored, it is used, it is destroyed. Something so massive this planet is destroyed by something so finite. You are no better. You cause chaos and destruction in your wake for your own selfish causes. Tell me, why do you do all this? I need to explain myself to you. You do not talk as much as Emperor Cole. Interesting. Your efforts, however, are meaningless, Tabez. As we speak, my new life has consumed the civilization you thought you could preserve. Your immense power is nothing compared to mine, and it will never be able to stand against it. I will take the rest of this planet into myself and form a new perfect world. You will become part of that. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. In fact, what I do think is we're going to punch this thing real hard. Just like this. Oh, it is not appropriate to confuse me. I'm sorry. That's actually inappropriate for you to do, Avatar. Can you believe that guy? Those we got no time to talk. Last bastion's under attack. There's a seed of Hamadon floating right above it. Oh no. Gotta hurry. Vanguard's going to close the portal. Oh no, the forces there are being overrun, but if you can get there, you could do something. Just one thing before you go. The portal will not take you back once you go, and the only way to get back, the area is secure, but the only way to do that is to somehow get a message back to here. That's where I come in. I'll be splitting a part of myself to monitor your activities. If things go well, I'll send the message to reactivate the portal. If they don't, well, you're going to have to become really good friends with a part of me. Reports we received from Serpentrimmer indicate that the force that's attacking is massive. You'll have to give it everything you've got to repel them. This whole suicide mission could throw a wrench in your plans. However, you're not about to let everything you worked for go to waste. You fought all the Hamadon's forces several times now. It's time to show the creature dealing with someone it cannot hope to control. That's right. That is right. I am a villain. A supreme villain. Oh yeah. MF Doom would be like, wow, look at this. This is some King Ghidorah. Tabez looks like this. Looks like we're in this together. I had the feeling the portal will close. I'm sure we'll get through this. This would normally be when one of us would say we've been through worse. However, being trapped on a planet with an entity that controls all the Earth that is trying to consume me is the worst situation I believe I've been in. Groups of devouring Earth running around outside. However, Reese was able to take down a number of them before being forced to retreat. Unfortunately, he couldn't stop them from having turning down landing turrets. If you activate those turrets, they'll blast the seed away. You also need to clear the devouring Earth and the Hamadon seeds from the outside. Alright, well that's easy enough. You know what they say, man? We got this, bro. When the groups I'm supposed to be fighting? I hope so. Oh, come on. Gosh. Alright. Let's just nuke this group. Always feels good. Okay, all the machines are turned on. Oh, these three. Okay, this is easy. You tell me, XLG. You're the one that's got the X in the name. Okay, incoming ham bushes. Hey guys. And splat. Bouncing back and forth over the Continental Divide here. Like we're building a railroad or something. So, reporting our scouts were able to chase off Shadowhunter thanks to the beating you gave him earlier. Good. Reports that there are 3 avatars of Hamadon scaling the city's walls. I've never seen 3 of them together like this. 3 IDF soldiers who were hurt in the initial attack, feeling confident enough that they can provide support if you need it. Engineers are almost done powering up the sonic fences. Once they are safe, only if you can take care of those avatars. Tell the soldiers to stay behind. I'll handle this. You sure? 3 avatars is incredibly powerful and should not be handled lightly. I'm positive. This is, of course, me we're talking about here. Let's go. Let's go, man. Better not be all you guys got. Next. Again, this better not be all you guys got. Because if it is, this is a little disappointing. All you really got going for you is your confused attack. Not that, you really got nothing, do you? Like Johnny Tremaine before he had his hand cut apart. Useless. Boom. Avatar Smasher gained. That is what a bad dude we are right there. Tabez, you've done it! The sonic fences are back on and the city is clear to devouring Earth. Lady Grey is working on reactivating the portal as we speak. People here have set up a large hologram to remember you for all the work you've done. I'm still amazed that you took on all the avatars on your own. That's quite an impressive feat. It seems like there's still someone who wants to dispute that, however. Reese wants to face you one more time in combat. You think you're the new top dog around here, Tabez? Let me tell you something. My name is Reese, and I'm the top dog here. I'm the last hope of Praetoria, not you. Not just some random incarnate who walked in and thinks they can do whatever they want. I challenge you here and now to a fight to prove whose Praetoria's top dog is. Fine. Let me finish this once and for all, Tabez. Defeated, but I was the top dog. This man has not been paying attention. Beaten recent combat, you can end his life once, here and for all, spare him, allow him to live out his life here in Last Bastion. There we go. You probably thought I was some wimpy hero. A little simpering twit that'd be like, oh no, I can't kill you. Frickin' nerd. But you know what? I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Look at that. That beautiful statue of moi. Okay, now we just have one personal mission to do. Tabez, it means you did it. We get reports that Metronome is in antimatter space station now. He's going to be providing support from up there against the Hamadon while we rebuild what's left of this last bastion. It's going to take a long time for anything significant to happen, but we have a beacon of hope now in Praetoria, and that's something to be proud of. The people are always going to remember you as their savior, Tabez, which makes me a little nervous given your reputation. So the Hamadon mentioned thinking he was better than humanity, right? That we're all flawed. I was thinking about it while you were there, while you were gone. Maybe he's right. Maybe we are flawed, you know, but I think it's what makes us strong. Hamadon, at the end of the day, is alone with everything. But with all our flaws, we know we have to band together to do things to make a life. We'll show Hamadon that there is hope, and we can even see his dream fulfilled, keeping Earth a beautiful place. Not the cost of human lives. Thank you, Tabez, for everything. Let's grab some coffee one day and see if we can chat about some tech stuff. If the day is saved, all according to plan, you are now considered the savior of civilization. Use this in the future as a base operations using the goodwill you've created to set up whatever grand plans or schemes you wish. Or you can use it to become a new and better version of Emperor Cole. Antimatter's personal story, unavoidable fate. While Tabez was in the forest outside of the last bastion, Antimatter, the former Praetor Keys, returned to Neutropolis. He was horrified at what had become of his beautiful reactors. He could care less about Neutropolis. It was built by that idiot Praetor Barry. Antimatter knew it would never last. Antimatter returned in order to reach a space station via shuttle that was in an underground hangar near the reactors. His armor had been badly damaged in the fight for his reactors, forcing him to flee. He did not fare any better in the wilds, where he was forced to fight off Hamadon's forces. Antimatter knew that he could use all the power of the space station to resettle his suit. He would have to escape from the station at that point, as he would lose all power, crash into the Earth. There's just one problem. Personal story mission. This mission, you will be Antimatter. Someone else trying to get that shuttle. The scanners on his suit indicated it was Metronome. Thought caused Antimatter to twitch. Metronome was one of his greatest failures, a brilliant scientist who died on his watch. He'd been too focused on his role as a Praetor to care for what happened. He created the monstrosity of Metronome that went on to cause chaos in Neutropolis and Imperial City with some of Antimatter's clockwork. Well, at the very least, Metronome also made Barry look bad. Antimatter realized that Metronome was also trying to get to the space station. He could use Metronome's actions were to reach the space station and use it to fight the Hamadon. Of course, the space station could fight the Hamadon. It's the creation of the great Antimatter, the great Raymond Keys. Antimatter's suit indicated that the shuttle and Metronome would be lost. Too many devouring Earth headed for the position. Antimatter, with a heavy heart, knew what had to be done. If he went to the station, he'd be saved and the station destroyed along with Metronome. If he could stop the devouring Earth and get Metronome to the station, then the legacy of Dr. Keys would live on in the two. His suit was already at a critical setting. At the very least, and he no longer had to worry about releasing too much energy. Yep. Time to wreck us. Some of these guys. Once again, it's a shame we're not getting any rewards for doing this, except for the badge, but, you know, we only do it one time. Suit integrity's at 45%. Uh-oh. Sounds bad. Hey, we got the Devourer of Earth badge and the Fungoid badge. Well, that's one for the Emanators, huh? Cool. Well, I guess we were getting another reward. You're at 20%. Dr. Keys, please just ensure you're not near a civilian population. It's nice that the suit talks to us. That's right, I'm Dr. Keys. Dr. Raymond Keys. Target 10% self-destruction is imminent. Uh-oh. Sounds pretty bad. Just take the Avatar Hamadon's heading towards Metronome. Well, we will just have to intervene. It's a little longer, Antimatter thought. Just keep track on Metronome. Who would have thought the great Raymond Keys be like this? Where did it all go wrong? Did it all start with you, Duncan? That blasted woman? Probably. I was respected. I was the best and I was thrown aside. Did it all really matter? All that I worked for to gain power to hold on to it, it was all washed away so easily. All I have left are my reactors and my space station. And I won't. I won't even live to see them used. The reactors will hurt the Hamadon. My station. I don't even know that I did all of this. You're a fool, Raymond Keys. I suppose it's time to finish this once and for all. Warning. Suit destruction is imminent. A status update on Metronome. Metronome has broken into the upper atmosphere. Alright, give me the reactor controls. Force the self-destruction. Command finish reactors. Explosion is imminent. Alright, Hamadon, you remember. You remember me. I'm Dr. Raymond Keys. Will remember me, Hamadon. Even no one else will. Dr. Keys, this is Metronome. You can't do this. Ha! Finally. Recognition. Thus ends Antimatter. Antimatter has self-destructed himself and his reactors, sacrificing himself to help save Praetoria. Got the Proud Scientist badge. That's it for that stuff. Let us take a look at what we can do crafting-wise here before we start the next episode. Which I guess will be Sister Valeria's arc. Maybe. We'll find out.